Now I'll talk about the point 15.8 using hyperlinks. A hyperlink is a method of accessing another document or resource from your current application. Hyperlinks do not just relate to web pages, other application software can also use them. Hyperlinks are often used to create menu options with web pages using either text or images. When you select a hyperlink, usually by clicking the left mouse button, the hyperlink will perform an action. It may move your position within a page, open another page either locally or on the internet, or open your email editor so that you can send an email to a specified place or company. This is very useful. An anchor is a point of reference within a web page. It is similar to a bookmark when using word processing or desktop publishing software. If you create a web page that will not fit in a single window, it is useful to use one anchor or for each section of the web page or document so the user can move to any section without having to scroll through the whole document. An anchor starts within an A like this with these symbols here and closes with the same but with a forward slash. One common use of an anchor is to define the top of a page. This anchor is often called top or start. To create an anchor called top, enter this markup in the body section of the page. This anchor will work without any text between the open and closed tags. I'm referring to this here, selected this. Hyperlinks within a web page. Copy the files web page HTML and style3.css in your task 15p folder. I will create a folder task 15p. I will go first. Start 3 web page. Yes. Now open the web page in your text editor and in your web browser. I will open like this in my word process. Yes. Now Each section needs an anchor with a name. Each anchor must be different. You should always choose short yet meaningful names for each anchor. For this webpage we'll use the anchor names top 15A, 15B, 15C, 15D, 15E, and 15F, as these relate directly to the sections within the web page. It is sensible to place all the anchor names into the document before creating the hyperlinks to these anchor names. Each anchor name is created like this, like this here. You can see that the anchor tags are inside the text, defining the style for the text. The initial anchor tag contains the anchor name within is placed in speech marks. This name will be used in all hyperlinks to this point. Add the other anchors to the markup, one for each section of the document, like this. Like this. Like this, only like this. Add anchors for 15D, 15E, and 15F with similar markup. In the final sentence, find the word top. This will be used to create a hyperlink to the anchor with the name top that you created earlier. Now I have to edit the page 6. I have to edit this off. This have to be like this. Now that the hyperlinks have been created, each one needs testing. Save the web page and refresh your browser. Then try each hyperlink in turn and make sure that it directs you to the correct place in web page. If the name that you have used in the hyperlink reference does not exist, your browser will go to the top of the page and the browser does not show you that there is an error. I will try. Close, receive. I will click here again. I will put here. Equal speech marks for the both marks. Top. Verify picture equal. So yes, top. Yes, I will close. You see. Now I will refresh. Here again. Right click here. And this was put to the top. Now hyperlinks to other web pages. Hyperlinks can be created to another web page stored locally, usually in the same folder as the current web page, or to an external website on the internet. The markup for both of these links is the same syntax structure. The only difference is the address of the web page that is to go. To complete this, two hyperlinks need adding to external web addresses. These follow a similar format, with the URL for the web address appearing as the hyperlink. The markup for these to hyperlink is shown overleaf. Now open this. Now you have to add this markup here. Now add these hyperlinks to last section of your markup and save your web page. Test the hyperlinks to make sure they work as you expected. This function. Now references to pages stored in the same folder as your web pages just have an address without the URL. To link to a local file called next_page HTML, you would include the hyperlink reference that you want. Make sure that you do not put an absolute address in the hyperlink reference. For example, ahref equals c my documents my folder html next page .html, as this only likely to work on your computer. Other computers are unlikely to have the same folder structures and file name. Now opening a web page in a new browser window. When a web page is opened, it may open in the current window or it may open in a new window. This is set using the target attribute. An attribute is something that is added to one of the markup commands to give further information instructions to the browser. The attribute is the part of the anchor and tells the browser which window to use for the web page that you are going to open. The target attribute can either be set as a default setting in the head section of the markup or as an individual setting for a hyperlink within the body section. To set a target window for a single hyperlink, add the target attribute to the first anchor. Some target attributes have specific functions. If a target name of blank is applied, this will open in a new target window. If self is applied, it will open in current window. Perform different functions with frames which are beyond the scope of this book. Any other target name that you use will open the specified web page in a window with that target name if it exists, or open in a new window with that target name. Although in these simple examples the target attributes open new windows, they operate in new forms. Frames are beyond the scope of this book. Some recent browsers with multiple tabs like Internet Explorer 7 and 8 override these settings as frames are not used. Copy the file style 3.css and the web page that you saved in task 15p from your task 15p folder into your task 15q folder. Now open the web page in your text editor and in your web browser. Now edit the markup for the last two hyperlinks to include the target window like this. I'll show you now. I put the target. See the target self. Save your website and test hyperlinks to make sure that they work as you expected. They expected like this. This open in a new window. You can see this new in a new window opens. Now using a hyperlink to send an email message. Hyperlinks from web pages, other application packages, or documents can be used to open an email editor and prepare a message to be sent to another person or company. This is very useful in a website where you can set up your email address, the subject line within the markup, and extract the browser to open the email editor and insert these details into a new message when the hyperlink is selected. The format for this is very similar to the hyperlinks shown earlier in this section. In place of the URL or path of a web page that is placed within the hyperlink reference for the anchor, the mail to instruction is used. This is followed by the email address of the recipient. To include the subject line for the message, this is included by specifying subject equal followed by the text for the subject line. All the hyperlink reference is included within speech marks. For this task, you need to prepare a new markup in your text editor that contains the line. This line here. To put here, please save. Save. When you click on the hyperlink, it will open your email editor. Place the address in the to section and the text IGCC book in the subject line, but I will not open. Note how space in the text IGCC book has been replaced in the markup with %20. This is the hex value for the ASCIE character 32, which is in the ASCII code represents a space. There are no spaces inside the speech marks for the hyperlink reference. Body text could also be added by adding and body equal the %20 message 20 here to the markup, and the point 15.8 is done.